Alright, Heathens. Just leaving from up here at Sam's. Kids are back in session. School is in session. And I'm gonna make my way back to the headquarters. But I need to talk to you heathens this morning. Them cars in front of us, they for sale, y'all. You can rent them to do Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats. A man was putting me down with that shit. I said, damn, I ain't know that. He said, yeah, you can lease cars over there. But anyway, y'all, what's going on, y'all, in Detroit, y'all? With these females, man. What's happening? We covered a one case where the two kids freeze inside the van. Allegedly, her mom was parked on the 9th floor at the casino, right? We just covered that. We just talked about that. And then we turn around and come across another story from another mother from Detroit. And if y'all ain't see what she did, it's already on the channel. She left her kids in the house, allegedly, for 3 years, 3 to 4 years by themselves. You understand me? 3 to 4 years by themselves, y'all. And it's sad, man. And I tell y'all what goes on in the African American community. I tell y'all what goes on about a lot of mothers leaving their kids in the car, leaving them home. We just talked about that, y'all, when we was talking our shit, walking through the Memorial Park near the creek. That video up, check that out. See what I was talking about then when I was walking and talking my shit. But we just talked about that, what goes on in the African American community, that a lot of these moms leave them kids home by themselves. And look what happened, y'all. We come across some content. And it wasn't content, it was news. It was breaking news, man. They said they never seen nothing like that, man. Them kids was living in horrible conditions, 3 to 4 years. And you mean to tell me, once again, it goes back to these lame ass niggas. Where were the kids' fathers at, y'all? You mean to tell me the kid's father wasn't looking for their kids within that time frame? I mean, where the aunts at? Where the uncles at, y'all? Where the grandmoms at, y'all? So these kids just was living in the house. They just was living in the house in those conditions, no supervision, and nobody checking on them. But people was checking on them because they said they was dropping food on the porch. They said the mom was putting food on the porch. Neighbors sometimes would come over there and put food on the porch. Like, what the fuck is going on in the African American community, y'all? That y'all so much capping for Kamala Harris and the Democratic plantation that y'all forgetting about y'all own loved ones, man. You understand me? And it's sad. This shit was going on for 3 to 4 years and nobody, family members, cousins, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, nobody checked on these kids, y'all, for 3 to 4 years. In the school, if they was enrolled in school at once upon a time, what happened with the school? Why the school ain't contacting the authorities, right? Right? They was locking parents up for that shit, right? Kids missing too many days in school. But you mean to tell me these kids was out of school for 3 to 4 years And I get it. They said it started in what, 2021? That was the lockdown? Was that COVID? But there's no excuse to look for excuse to blame it on someone. Now I'm gonna hold that mother accountable of her actions for leaving them kids in the conditions they was for 3 to 4 years, man. Sad, man. And then one young lady lost both her kids because she was homeless. Here it is, you got a home and you leaving your kids in the house by themselves. That's crazy, man. What the fuck is going on in the African American community? And where y'all sisters that need to be holding these sisters accountable, y'all? Or they're fuck shit. See? Yeah, y'all, we got to start holding people accountable, y'all. There's no more time to be playing the blame game and all this old foolishness. We know what it is. We know exactly what it is. We know who the players are, and we need to hold them accountable, y'all. Bottom line. Bottom line, y'all. We need to hold these people accountable for their foolishness, right? Kids homeless, kids in the house by themselves, right? And all types of foolishness going on, man. But yet, y'all defending the Democratic plantation for these illegal migrants. Y'all defending the Democratic plantation for these illegal migrants. But I need to know what's going on in the African American community where some of these moms are unfit to be parents, y'all. How about that? Some of these parents shouldn't even be parents, y'all. You heard? Real, man. Their parent rights should be stripped from them, y'all. They don't deserve to be a parent doing shit like that. Leaving them kids unattended 3 to 4 years. One incident, leaving them in the van until they froze to death. You know what I mean? The fuck is going on? But yet y'all out here capping for these illegal migrants. You know what I mean? Y'all out here capping for these illegal migrants, protecting them by all means necessary. And we got into that too, but I don't want to jump all over the place. Let's get into this other story I discovered with this other mother killing her son. I mean, her son complained. Now, and this another, once again, another female from Detroit, the video up. Another mother having issues, right? Mental issues, decided to kill her son. But her son warned CPS before the mother even killed the goddamn son. He warned the peoples, and guess what? His answers went unheard, y'all. His voice went unheard, y'all. His voice went unheard, y'all. That shit flew over their head, and he ended up dead. Shit flew over their head, and he ended up dead. From his own mother. This another mother in Detroit, y'all. All three of these stories are females from the Detroit area, right? And I know we can't be everywhere at once. You know? We can't be everywhere at once, goddammit. But goddamn. Man, it's sad, man. It's another sad situation, y'all. You got 2 kids froze to death. All this happened in Detroit this weekend that just passed, y'all. 2 kids froze inside the van. The mom was parked on the 9th floor at the casino. How do that look, y'all? How do that look? And we got another story where a mother left her kids in the house for 3 to 4 years, unattended. You understand me? And then you got another mother killing her son. 12 or something like that. Sad, man. Sad. All in the detail. Like I said, where they gave all their resources in all these sanctuary cities. All these sanctuary cities should be held accountable. Even some of them should be locked up. Especially stealing them funds from FEMA. Then I got Hakeem Jeffers. I'm uploading a video on this coon ass nigga. Like I said, part of the Divine Nine. Like I told y'all, and I've been stressing this shit to y'all. Look at my videos on the channel, y'all. And you'll see who's all involved with the Democratic plantation. You will see it all come from these Divine Nine house niggas, y'all. Everybody that's part of that Divine Nine house nigga shit, the frat sororities are the ones out here capping for the Democratic plantation, especially for Kamala Harris. And that's a 100% fact. I got the proof, goddammit. I'm like Elon Musk, nigga, when I was going through this shit. Look at the videos I got on my channel and look at the dates. Dates and time don't lie. I've been told y'all that. Only niggas that's out here capping for that Democratic plantation is the Divine Nine house niggas. I said that. I said the Masons. I said that. I said the Freemasons, the Elks, the Eastern Stars, whatever organization niggas aren't connected with are the niggas that's on a Democratic plantation capping like a motherfucker. Now, brings us back to Hakeem Jeffers. Wasn't you all about the revolution? Mr. Black Power, Hakeem Jeffers? Huh? Mr. Black Power. Now all of a sudden, you got a battery in your back and you trying to talk white, nigga. Nigga, we know your past, nigga. We know your past, nigga. You ain't nothing but a coon-ass house, nigga. That's from that Divine Nine plantation. And that's a 100% fact. Not fiction. You old house, nigga. All of y'all should be locked up. That redirected funds for the American people for these illegal migrants. Every last one of y'all should be held accountable, if not prosecuted, goddammit. And evil trying to save evil out here. That's what's going on. It's a fight, y'all. Good against evil. Don't forget, y'all. It's still a fight. Good against evil, y'all. And it shows you the evil motherfuckers in the world, y'all. It shows you the evil motherfuckers in the world, y'all. And I'm sorry to say it, but most of them are niggas, man. They got batteries in their back, man. They've been having batteries in their back for decades, man. A fucking blind man can see that shit. A deaf man can hear that shit. That the Democratic plantation is full of house niggas with batteries in their back. That loves to do a lot of corruption, stealing, lying, and all types of shit in the American people's face. How we know that? Elon Musk exposed a lot of shit that was going on with monies that was going where? To other foreign countries. While the American people suffered under a jab 19 shot that y'all may get. that confuse their mind. God damn it. Because you see what's going on in the African American community. A lot of black on black crime. Now they resorting to killing their own goddamn kids, man. The fuck is going on in the African American community? Y'all need to wake the fuck up, man. And that's a fact, man. It's always something devastating that goes on in the African American community, man. And it's coming from a lot of you sisters, man. The drama starts with you sisters, man. Y'all keep fucking drama going, man. Ask the last nigga that got killed, what was it behind? 9 times out of 10, I bet you it was behind a female. He dead, he locked up, and guess what? She fucking somebody else. Trying to create another situation to get him locked up or murdered. You see? And y'all can do a survey on that. Brothers that got killed in the communities, in the African American community, 9 times out of 10 it was behind a female. How I know this? Because females love drama. They love to kick up some drama. You understand me? Listen to how they talk to their own kids in the communities, y'all. Not even in the house, outside, in the market. Wherever you see, not all, but some black folks, black females out here with a lot of kids, she talking to her kids in public like shit. How many of y'all witnessed that? Listen to how, get your dumb motherfucking ass up. Every word come out of her mouth is a cuss word towards the kids. I'ma beat your motherfucking ass when we get in the car. They don't even wait to get home. They beat their ass inside the car, y'all. You understand me? Listen to how some of these females in the African American community talk to their children, y'all. And I'm not just making this shit up. I told y'all. We did a video walking through the park right here. And it's on the channel, y'all. Listen to the video, y'all. Listen to the words that's coming out of my mouth when I'm doing these videos, y'all. We was right here, y'all, when we talked about what goes on in the African American community, right? We was right here when I was telling y'all what goes on in the black African American community. When we was talking about the young lady who lost both her kids. They froze to death in a van. But she somehow, some way, allegedly, she was parked on the 9th floor at the casino. Why was you at the casino and you ass was in that relative's house? I'm dropping these kids off to your grandma. They ain't got no choice. I'm dropping them off. What happened to that? Lame ass niggas ain't doing their part. Making kids and can't take care of them. They taking care of other people's kids. Better than their own goddamn kids. And your kids is homeless, nigga. Your kids out here homeless, nigga. I ain't forget your ass, nigga. Your kids out here homeless. You at the motherfucking gym. Allegedly. But someone did some researching on your ass and found out, like I said, you was a lame ass nigga. You can spot a lame when you see one, dog. See, when you can read a motherfucker, that's the amazing part. When you can read a motherfucker. You can see the bullshit and lameness in some of these niggas, even by having conversation with these niggas. You understand me, Chat? And that's a 100% fact, not fiction. 100% fact, not fiction. Niggas lay down and have these kids and can't take care of them because you can't even take care of yourself. God damn it. You trying to find a female so she can take care of your lame ass. Most of these niggas out here, they ain't about shit. Talk more shit than females. Act like bitches. Niggas act like bitches. And like I've been said, y'all, that jab 19, I don't know what was in that shit. But I know goddamn well a lot of motherfuckers in the African American community was sold out and they took that fucking jab. So I asked the question, do you know what the fuck is in your system? God damn it. Because you looking like a fool and y'all out here acting like fucking fools. You don't know what them motherfuckers put up in your motherfucking ass, nigga. And I know a lot of people had to do it because of their job. Allegedly, that's what they claim. So this the time where anybody that was forced under their will to take that motherfucking jab should sue that administration, man, for false advertisement. How about that? Should sue that administration for false advertisement on some fuck shit, experiment shit, because we all know, because we know our history, that, yeah, y'all like to experiment on shit. Animals, mice, rats, monkeys, dogs, humans. Y'all don't have no moral, man, at the end of the day. But only if you let them experiment with you. Because that's all it was an experiment. You know Frankenstein was an experiment. Y'all know that, right? You know Frankenstein, he know how to walk. He can half-ass talk. Right? But he was programmed. He was like a robot. You understand me? He was something like a robot. Yeah, I'm talking about Frankenstein. The mummy. Right? Even the werewolf. Because it seems that most of you mothers out there got the werewolf spirit, right? Whereas though you eliminating your own kids, right? That's werewolf activity. Mummy activity is some of these dumbass niggas. Fucking mummies and shit. Following their broad to lead them to their own demise. And the other half is like Frankenstein. You understand me? The other half of them are like Frankenstein, y'all. That's a 100% fact, not fiction. And that's very sad, man. That's sad, y'all. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Oh, man. Hold on.
5 charges expected soon in the case of a Pontiac mother who deputies say abandoned 3 kids for years at home. The sheriff saying they were living in filthy conditions, relying on weekly food drop-offs. Tonight, the community able to support those children, and today I reached out to their grandfather by phone. He says he's aware of the donations coming in, but he's not ready to say much more yet.
I have never in my 60 years of living heard of nobody not checking on nobody.
Talking with me outside the home on Lydia Lane, where children were recently discovered abandoned, a friend of their grandfather expressing outrage.
I just can't see it. I mean, it's just sad.
So why the grandfather ain't send nobody to the house to check on him? Y'all, we talking years, y'all. We ain't talking weeks. We talking years, y'all.
Deputies say the mother was arrested after a welfare check led to discovery of girls ages 12 and 13 and a boy age 15 left alone for several years. They say mold, human waste, and garbage was found throughout. and the sisters were found locked in a bathroom. Today I visited both the home and sheriff's office as deputies gathered donations of clothing for the kids who are now staying with family. Can you speak to the great need that these children have for assistance?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, having not been outside the house for literally at least since 2021, if not longer, there's a lot of.
They ain't been out the house since 2021, y'all. We're in 2025.
Things that they don't have.
Deputies say the children had not been to school in years and the girls were sleeping on pizza boxes.
They haven't been to school in years, but the school district ain't reach out to the law, truancy, and none of that shit. Let's go.
While unavailable for an interview today,
Since 2021, if not.
Of clothing for the kids who are now staying with family. Can you speak to the great need that these children have for assistance?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, having not been outside the house for literally at least since 2021, if not longer, there's a lot of things that they don't have.
Deputies say the children had not been to school in years and the girls were sleeping on pizza boxes. While unavailable for an interview today, their
Girls was sleeping on pizza boxes, y'all.
grandfather telling me by phone he was not aware of what horrible conditions the children were living in, and their father was also.
You wasn't aware, but ain't nobody check on them kids, though, in 3 to 4 years? And you was concerned about them?
So not notified. Both are now involved in helping them.
We're going to try to get them up to date, fresh and clean clothing, give them a sense of.
Said their motherfucking toenails looked like a motherfucking caveman toenail. Like they down there was dragging their knuckles and shit, y'all.
Value and worth.
We've learned the kids were all taken to the hospital with signs of severe neglect, and their case is being reviewed by Child Protective Services. Among the questions, how something like this could happen and why they were not found sooner.
You know, you got to check on them. You know, they can't fend for themselves. You know, you got to check on kids. It's heartbreaking.
Very heartbreaking. No one checked on them kids in 3 years, y'all. Y'all heard the age, right? That's one case. Now, here's another one where the mother killed her son right here I was telling y'all about.
Colonel CPS officials with Children's Protective Services miss glaring warnings that could have saved the life of a 9-year-old Detroit boy.
His remains were found.
I said 13. He was only 9 years old, y'all. All this in Detroit. All this happened this weekend, y'all.
Found buried in a backyard at a home in January. The boy's mother was charged with his murder on February 5th.
7 investigator Ross Jones is revealing internal CPS records, raising serious questions about what officials did and did not do when they heard alarming claims about the child's safety.
We identified some human remains, someone small in stature. Extremely sad day.
The scene at Woodingham and St. Martin's in Detroit was enough to shake even career police officers. The body of a child found buried in a shallow grave.
This case is rather shocking. In my 27-year career, I don't remember seeing anything like this.
It took days for officers to determine that the boy was 9-year-old Zamar King, murdered, prosecutors say, by his mother, Brandy Pierce.
It's alleged that she purchased a shovel. She bound him by tying his hands and feet together. She then put him in this hole and covered him with dirt.
But as unspeakable as the alleged crime was, it did not come out of nowhere.
It's just a train wreck that's going to happen, right? You just see it coming, and they don't do anything about it.
By law, records from Children's Protective Services are guarded closely, even after a child dies. But we've obtained internal CPS records that show state employees were warned for years that Zamar was in danger. At least 4 times, records show, Brandy Pierce was the subject of CPS complaints. The first coming in 2015, after Pierce admitted to marijuana and alcohol use during her first trimester. It happened, she said, before she decided to keep Zamar. There were complaints in 2019 and 2021, both alleging that Zamar had been left alone. The first time in the lobby of a Southfield apartment building, with Zamar telling police he did not know where he belonged. Police later made contact with a relative, and the complaint was denied. 2 years later, on a 78-degree day in May, Zamar was left alone in his mother's locked car for more than 90 minutes while she went to a doctor's appointment. She told police her son was a heavy sleeper and claimed doctors wouldn't let him into her appointment.
It's the pattern, right? Here,
What doctor y'all know won't let the kids come into the parents' appointment, y'all? Come on, man, stop.
is a mom again where she's repeatedly reported by different people in the community.
Frank Vandervoort is a law professor at the University of Michigan and a longtime child welfare advocate who said Pierce's pattern of behavior and the disclosure that she was receiving mental health services on an almost daily basis should have been a red flag to CPS.
That suggests to me a very severe level of mental health need. So I'm troubled by that, and it raises more questions than it answers for us.
The Macomb County prosecutor denied a warrant request for child abuse, saying there was insufficient evidence and CPS working with mom. CPS would close the case after performing a home visit, finding no safety hazards, enough food, and suitable sleeping arrangements. Then, last April, came the fourth complaint to CPS. This time, Pierce would come here to this Plymouth Hospital emergency room, reporting she was anxious and depressed. Pierce told CPS she had a breakdown and felt herself going into a panic attack. She was questioning whether she should give up custody of one of her children. She'd been evicted from a motel, she said. Her car was repossessed. She was completely out of funds. Once she left the hospital, she and her kids would be sleeping on the street. On its own.
And that comes from the other story with the young lady sleeping in the streets, sleeping in her van, and lost both her kids.
How serious is that?
Critical. This is a family with no place to live. She tells the caseworker, I can't sleep in my car, which suggests to me that she's been sleeping in her car at some points.
But what Samar told CPS was most alarming of all. He had not been to school in over a year, he said, and doesn't always have food to eat. He said his mother beat him with a belt, that she's choked him with her hands, and that she wants to kill him.
Any rational, normal person walking out on the street hearing this would be completely...
Right. They heated, you know what I mean? Not only that, they failed that young man. He was only 9. I said 13. He was 9 years old, man. Sad, man. What's going on in Detroit, y'all? And that's what I want to find out. What's going on with you black mothers out there? What happened to sisters supposed to be lifting each other up? What happened to that? God damn it, y'all just gave up on yourself. Got other people hair in your head, eyelashes on your face, fake BBLs and all types of shit. Y'all off the chain, man. Get y'all shit together, man.